Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tesla Air Classroom. I'm Wendy. Now I'd like to share an excellent product with you. Tesla Ginseng RH2 capsule. We have 5 parts in total. They are the harm of cancer, introduction of ginseng, advantages of Tesla Ginsenoside RH2, target population, and markets. Here is 10 health standards by WHO. Please check if you are absolute health or not. 1. Energy. One can cope with the pressure of life and work easily. 2. Optimistic attitude. Have strong sense of responsibility. Generals. 3. Adaptability. Can adapt to a variety of changing environment. 4. Resistibility. Resistant to common cold and infectious disease. 5. Good sleep. 6. Shiny hair without dandruff. 7. Bright eyes, responsive. 8. Flexible muscle and skin, feel at ease when walking. 9. Proper weight, well-developed figure. 10. Clean teeth. The gum's color is normal without bleeding. Here's a global survey by WHO. Let's see this picture. There is a huge amount of people, about 70%, is in the status of sub-health around the globe. 20% of people is suffering serious disease. And only 10% of people is absolute health. WHO gives a definition for sub-health like this. Sub-health is a state between health and disease when all necessary physical and chemical indexes are tested negative by medical equipment. Things seem normal, but the person experiences all kinds of discomfort and even pain. Here are some obvious symptoms of sub-health for your reference. Overweight or obesity, losing hair, frequent urination, sexual desire and function decline, memory decline, difficult to control your mood, attention can't be concentrated, insomnia, easy to get nervous, unwell or painful but there are no problems checked, depression and prone to fatigue. Actually, we all belong to the potential of cancer patients. But most of the cancer cells in the human body is controlled under the immune system. Immunity is stronger than cancer cells, then cancer will be hidden in the body. Otherwise, cancer cells will grow. Doctors would suggest those weak cancer patients to do daily things by themselves. Eating, walking, washing, etc. The ultimate goal of cure the disease is stimulate one's own body by the patients themselves, enhance immunity effect and make their own immune ability stronger than disease. In a healthy body, every day will generate 300 to 400 of the aberrant cell. And with age, genetic mutation phenomenon will increase to more than 3,000 times a day. That is to say, cancerous cells is not limited to specific people. And more than 60 trillions of cells in the body is likely to be cancerous. At this point, no exceptions. Here is the investigation about cancer from WHO. 1. 60% of new cancer cases would happen in Africa, Asia, and America. 70% of cancer deaths are reported from these areas. 2. Over the next 20 years, cancer cases up to 22 million. 3. Cancer death is almost refers to lung, liver, gastric, colon, and breast cancer, which can be caused by external factors or genetic factors. 4. 30% of cancer deaths are from these 5 major dangerous behaviors: high BMI, lack of exercise, drink, smoke, less intake of food and vegetables. 71% of lung cancer deaths are caused by smoking. The immune system is the most important defensive line of cancer in the growth and aging process of human life. In fact, we are dealing with the cancer cells every day. Due to the protection of immune system, these cancer cells would eliminate by immune cells in short time. However, if the cancer cells escape from the monitoring of immune system, the immune cells are not able to kill the cancer cells. Then the cancer tissue will slowly form. Cancer is dangerous, but we still have to take a positive attitude towards it. Here is the famous theory of 1/3 by WHO. It tells us that cancer doesn't mean to death. 1/3 of cancer could be prevented. Cancer is a kind of lifestyle disease. Change bad habits can prevent cancer. And 1/3 of cancer could be cured through early detection, early diagnosis, and early treatment can be cured. And 1/3 of cancer could be delayed. Through timely and more effective therapy can relieve pain, delay the disease, and prolong life. Speaking of which, Tesla committed to carry forward the traditional Chinese medicine health culture with professional Chinese medicine health management services to help people get rid of subhealth, preventing chronic diseases, prevention of cancer and other serious diseases. Tesla has put forward to build strong body which the cancer cannot grow. How do we get it? Except the healthy lifestyle, the effective product is necessary. Since we're on that, the king of herbs, ginseng, is your best choice. Especially ginseng RH2, which is the main active ingredient of ginseng, and is rare and precious and has higher anti-tumor activity. Currently, the researchers found that ginsenoside RH2 has the strongest ability to inhibit cancer cell proliferation. So, what is the principle behind? Here is the mechanism of anti-tumor effect of ginsenoside RH2. There are 4 parts. 1. Inhibit tumor cells from growth. 2. Induce apoptosis of cancer cells. 3. Induce division of cancer cells. 4. Increase human immunity. Now let's get into details. 1. Inhibit tumor cells from growth. Well, cancer cells has the features of strong proliferation, infiltration, and wide metastasis. According to studies, the proliferation of cancer cells after treated by high-purity ginsenoside RH2 significantly weakens. It indicates that the chemical causes cancerous tissues to shrink or disappear by inhibiting cancer cells from growth or directly killing cancer cells. 2. Induce apoptosis of cancer cells. Cellular apoptosis, like the blossom and fading of flowers, is an active physiological process. Under normal conditions, between cellular proliferation and apoptosis exists a dynamic balance, which maintains the normal and stable proliferation of cells. Nevertheless, uncontrollable cellular proliferation and hindered cellular apoptosis due to some reasons will lead to abnormal proliferation and finally the onset of cancer. Studies have found that cancer can be treated by speeding cellular apoptosis through drugs or artificial manners. Experiments have proved that ginsenoside RH2 induces apoptosis of several types of cancer cells like glioma and hepatic cancer by different means to restore normal proliferation and thus achieve good therapeutic effects on cancer. 3. Induce division of cancer cells. In cell morphology, the severity of cancer is judged by the degree of cell division, and the clinical treatment is applied accordingly. Generally speaking, the stronger the cell division, the less severe the cancer. The weaker the cell division, the more severe the cancer. The most obvious characteristics of cancer cells is the cells are hindered from division and cannot be divided into normal cells. And cancer cells are highly proliferative. This is the primary reason why the disease gets worse very quickly once diagnosed. On the basis of the understanding of this pathological fact, corresponding therapies are used clinically to turn cancer cells into normal ones. This approach is called cancer cell reversion or differentiation. Experiments have proved that ginsenoside RH2 induces cells of liver cancer, melanoma, teratoma, and leukemia to turn into normal ones. 4. Increase human immunity. Studies on the mechanism behind cancer have discovered that human immune disorder or weakness is one of the main culprits of cancer. It is even worse that chemotherapy or radiotherapy further damages the immune system. Therefore, relapse, infiltration, and extensive metastasis are very likely after surgery or during radiochemotherapy. Even a second cancer may occur. Fortunately, studies have proved that ginsenoside RH2, if used separately, effectively regulates human immunity, activates immune cells, protects immune organs, facilitates immune monitoring and removal, and prevents cancer relapse and metastasis. Of course, ginsenoside RH2, by restoring the responsiveness of cancer cells to chemotherapeutic drugs, protecting marrow hematopoiesis, adjusting physical state of human body, improving quality of life, and overcoming adverse reactions caused by chemotherapy, indirectly achieves therapeutic effects. Now, let's draw a conclusion that testing ginseng RH2 helps you increase immunity, inhibit tumor growth, increase resistance against the tumors, reduce side effects of radiochemotherapy, speeds recovery, and enhances immunity to illness. The target population including everyone that would like to enhance general health and quality of life, especially appropriate for individuals with a low immune system, recently diagnosed cancer patients that need to control illness before surgery, or patients receiving adjunct therapy post-surgery to help increase resistance to illness and speed recovery. Here is the usage and dosage. The amount of care is 3 times per day, 2 granules per time. The amount of improve is about 3 times a day, 3 granules per time. Until now, ginseng RH2 has been exported to South Africa, Malaysia, Indonesia, Myanmar, and Australia. Thank you for watching this video on Tesla Air class. If you have any questions, go to Tesla Facebook official page and leave your message there. We will solve them as soon as possible. Enjoy the day with your healthy heart. Thank you.